Really, Mesa fail? Another video? Can you stop clogging up my sub box? Sorry guys, one more really important thing that was just tweeted out right now, and that is Expansion 2 is going to launch in May alongside Season 3. Christopher Barrett from Bungie, game director, just tweeted that out and said that that wasn't entirely clear from today's development roadmap. Now, I kind of predicted that when I went over the roadmap before because it just kind of seemed like the natural thing. And if we look back, the House of Wolves was released in May, actually way into May 19th. So I know everyone was kind of going crazy when they saw the roadmap, and we're going to talk about a few things here relating to the roadmap and this expansion. But I do hope they clarify a few things, because if we look at the roadmap, okay, so May is when Eater of Worlds Prestige mode is going to drop, the Raid Lair Prestige. We know we are getting another Raid Lair with Expansion 2, or at least I think we are. They did say when they first announced the Raid Lair for Curse of Osiris that DLC 2 would have a raid lair. So here's what I think is going to happen. Of course, speculate in the comment section. So Expansion 2 is going to launch alongside Season 3, but it wouldn't surprise me if we actually get Season 3 before the actual DLC, right? So House of Wolves came out May 19th of 2015. It's making me wonder, okay, so if the DLC comes out exactly when Season 3 comes out, it doesn't make sense to have two raid lairs, or we're going to have the new raid lair, normal mode, and then Prestige Eater of Worlds. I don't know. More than likely for the new expansion, we'll probably get a power level increase and also just an overall level increase. So perhaps maybe that'll be the reasons to do Eater of Worlds Prestige mode and then the new raid lair. Or, and I hope they go this route, we get a bunch of the Season 3 stuff, like the Prestige mode Eater of Worlds, the private matches, Vault Space, all that sort of Masterworks exotics. We get that in May before the DLC. Then the DLC drops, and we get a new raid lair. Because I think if the DLC drops, I mean, is there any real reason to do the Eater of Worlds Prestige mode? That's what's rattling in my small brain here, is if the DLC drops at the same time as Prestige mode, what's the point of doing Prestige mode when we have a new raid lair? Now, I know a lot of folks, including myself, were hoping for a March release. But you know what, man? With this community and with this game, I'd rather it come out May, and I'd rather it just be a polished DLC rather than having to go back and add things to the game. Because if you think about it, with update 1.1.2, 1.1.3, 1.1.4 in the roadmap, all those on top of the DLC, it's going to be an epic DLC. I said this before, when they announced that development map, if they dropped it alongside, well, everything in that development plan, alongside a DLC with new content, new strikes, new story, new Crucible, all sorts of stuff, that would be basically like another Taken King expansion. Just a zillion quality of life improvements and new content to play on top of those improvements. But let's go back to the roadmap. So what are we going to be playing up until this DLC? Well, there's plenty of stuff coming with these updates. You know, the way I look at it, we're not getting the next update until February 27th, and that's going to be all about the Nightfall scoring, high score tracking, a few quality of life things, but then also the Nightfall Strike unique rewards, and I really hope they launch that February 27th. Remember, that's at the bottom, and it's got a little asterisk on it and says, these features are stretch goals that have a chance to slip to a later release. So for me, February is going to be just doing Prestige Leviathan and Raid Lair all month. I've been having an absolute blast playing with my friends, doing the Prestige raids, also playing with the WTF Game Nation guys. Besides being probably the coolest or nicest people I've met on Twitch in a very long time, they are just experts and pros when it comes to doing anything raid related. And also we'll be having Iron Banner, faction rallies, seasonal type things still in Season 2. But then March 27th, that's when some really cool changes are coming, like the weapon ability sandbox changes. Really curious to see what they're going to do with that. The heroic strike modifiers, that's what I'm, for me personally, really looking forward to that because of the fact that I love playing strikes, and that was one of my favorite things to do in Destiny 1. Then we got Iron Banner 6v6 coming in March. So there's going to be still lots of stuff to do, but I want to hear from you guys in the comment section. What are you guys going to be doing leading up to this DLC? For myself, not too worried about it. Listen, I'd rather the DLC come out in May, not March, and be a much more polished product. We've seen what happens when things don't go the way everyone wants them, and everyone gets extremely angry all over Twitter, Reddit, my comment section. Although I gotta say, the comment section lately, you guys have been really cool. Anyway, Babel Modes engaged, hashtag made it to the end. Do me a favor, guys. Drop a like on this video, only if you see fit. Follow me on Twitter, at Mesa Sean. Check out my stream, usually and always on YouTube, and that's it. I'm out of here like Vladimir. Actually, I'm not out of here like Vladimir. If you were wondering why we did 2 stacks of 24, this for us was kind of the safest way to get the challenge mode done for the dogs this week, because you get quadruple drops. Every week, when it's challenge mode, do the prestige, do the challenge, you get quadruple drops. So, anyway, that's it, guys. See ya.